All right, guys, so I've got to address something that came up multiple times in the comments section of my last video talking about my buddy Tom, whose wife bailed on him and their family for another man. So this came up, two things came up multiple times, mostly from women, but sadly from some men as well. The first thing was, I want to know her side of the story. We don't know the real story, what went on behind closed doors. Yeah, you do. I told the story. I'm telling you, I've known Tom and her for a long time. They were together 25 years, happy, healthy. Tom wasn't abusive. Tom wasn't violent. Tom wasn't neglectful. Tom wasn't any of those bad things. She's always smiling. She left because she thinks the grass is greener with this new lover boy that she simply finds more physically attractive. Simple as that. As I explained that to one woman, and then also just comments on their own that said this, also went on to say, good for her. She's going where her happiness lies. Her happiness is number one. Her happiness is what matters most. That's the attitude of most women today. And sadly, like I said, a lot of men today that are white knights for a lot of women that make terrible decisions and have terrible behavior. Her happiness is number one. You know how tired I am of hearing that shit? You know how tired I am of hearing that from people? Somehow, some way, for some reason, and I'm not sure when this happened, but of course with feminism and all the left-leaning bullshit that we have shoved down our throats every day for the last however many years, we now have what's taken as gospel. This notion of a woman's happiness is number one. She reserves the right at any given time, place, and for any reason to drop everything, including her partner and or the family, and chase whatever she lusts after. That's becoming pretty common. I hear that a lot. It actually makes me angry and also want to just throw my hands up and laugh and just wash my hands with it when I realize how many people, men and women alike, align with that. Think about that for a minute. So many women today literally cheat, deceive, lie, two-time and backstabbing behavior, and they, in their heart of hearts, feel like it is absolutely justified because, quote, they weren't happy. I'm not happy. Happiness is some moving target for one. So what a get out of jail free card that is to be used. And might I add, like I said in the other video, the two-tier system, the hypocrisy of that doesn't fly with men. I mean, men can be putting up with horrible behavior, and if they think about even leaving the relationship, let alone a family behind, they're the worst thing ever. To be cast down to the pits at the bottom of a volcano. Nothing's changed there. That thought process is still normal. But somehow, some way, we've shifted, as a society to where now women get to behave horribly with no repercussions. And if you try to condemn them or shame them or even challenge them, you're the bad guy. This is why our society, one of the many reasons why our society, and definitely one of the main reasons why relationships in general are literally, as the kids say, cooked. It's cooked. There's too many women that have horrible behavior that they feel like is normal. It has been normalized. Like I've talked about before, and I'm going to talk about more in the future, the micro-cheating with smartphones. The micro-cheating all the time. The women putting themselves in places where they know they're going to get attention from men. Yet they use this what's what I'm looking for? This, specificity of, well, I didn't act on it kind of thing. Like I see women all the time that make jokes about going to this place or that place because there's so many cute guys there, and in hopes to get hit on. Bitch, you're married. You have 2 kids. Or women that post thirsty stuff on their social media. Or the argument of going to the gym dressed like a woman walking the streets of the strip. You are married. You have kids. Or maybe you're just in a relationship in general. But again, if you try to tell them this behavior is promiscuous, you are the bad guy. You're the crazy one. You're controlling. It's this gaslighting is out of control. And that's one of the main reasons why I started this channel, because I'm tired of just talking to my small group of friends about this. And also, I'm tired of seeing and meeting so many men that are being gaslit and attacked. And if I can do anything with this, if I can help one guy with this channel to not feel alone and to feel empowered with him realizing, no, he's not crazy. No, his girl or his ex-girl was behaving poorly. No, he's not crazy. No, he's not controlling. No, he's not abusive. No, he's not insecure. That's another one you hear all the time. These insecure men. Bitch, shut up. Stop trying to gaslight men into letting you have your cake and eat it too and reap all the benefits of a happy, healthy relationship while you still prance around like a streetwalker. Stop it. You're trash. Just go climb in a dumpster, please, and just lay there. Just lay there. And like I said, I don't even care what most of these women do. If you want to be the most sleazy broad this side of the Mississippi, God bless you. But don't expect men to be okay with it. And don't you dare try to get mad or force them to be okay with it and accept it and even consider dating you, respecting you. No. If you act that way, you no longer get the benefits of the please and thank yous and holding the doors and all this great behavior. And let me stop right there, because I know I'm going to hear from the tradcons. I hold the door for everyone. I say please and thank you to everyone. I get it. I understand that. I'm the same way for the most part. But I'm no longer going to shame the men that don't want to be nice to women that don't deserve it. Let me say that. I'm no longer going to do that. If they're fed up with the ways women behave and they don't respect them, they don't have to. They don't have to. It's not deserved. They're not entitled to endless respect and validation and chivalry. No, that's not how this works. In fact, somebody sent me a video recently from Myron Gaines. And I'm paraphrasing here, but it was a great point that he made. How, again, I'm paraphrasing, so I apologize if I get this a little bit wrong. We have a metric of how we quite simply understand what a loser is in the world of men. Whether it's your lack of access to women, or you can't make money, or you're too lazy, or you don't have nothing going for you, or you don't take care of yourself, whatever. We all universally agree women have no problem shaming men for that, and quite frankly, men have no problem shaming each other. But nonetheless, we have this set in stone idea of what a loser is as men. There is nothing like that with women, though. Women are never considered losers. They never seem to lose any respect on average in society. But he made a good point. Again, I'm paraphrasing, that if you're a certain age, like let's say 25, maybe if you want to push it 30, and you're not married with a family, you are a loser as a woman. If I meet you and you're a 25-year-old girl prancing around like a streetwalker, dressing provocative, posting provocative pictures and stuff, just being ran through by one guy after another, you got a high body count, all these wild stories when I was in Miami with the girls, and you are a loser. You are worse than the comic book guy off The Simpsons. You are worse than that. You're worse. And I say you're worse because it's so much easier for you to attain what we should be considering successful for you. It is so easy to attain that. And it is so hard for the average man, let alone a slightly below average man, to attain the things that we hold them accountable for to be considered good or bad or a loser, what have you. It's not even close. Most women, especially if they're average or even slightly above average looking, literally get most things handed to them. You can't argue that. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. We see it every day going to any restaurant, any store, any girl's social media or dating app. They have hundreds and hundreds of matches within minutes, if not hours, if not minutes. That's the truth. So again, as men, we need to start calling these women losers, because so many of them are just ran through dumpster debris losers. And again, I don't hate women. I'm not trying to be mean. You can't find one of my exes that's going to say, I was abusive. You will not find that. You guys can try to sabotage me, hunt down my history, find an ex of mine. They might say I was mean or I was hurt their feelings or I ended things like abruptly, whatever. You ain't going to find one that said I did some horrible, horrible stuff. I treat women with respect always, just because that's how I want to be. But what I'm saying is I'm tired of the two-tier system. I'm tired of women not being held accountable. And when you try to hold them accountable, you're not only shamed by women, but other men. So, as men, we all need to wake up and unify and call women what they are the same way they have no problem calling us what we are. When in reality, they're way more, rightfully so, called trash, when most average men that are not really that bad are actually taking the abuse of being called below average when, like I said, quite frankly, they're not. So that's my message for today. Hope you guys are doing well. Until next time, God bless.